Hey everybody, this is Jimmy Rex, and on today's daily motivation video, I want to talk to you about an experience I had a couple years ago. I got the opportunity to meet the champ, and the champ is Evander Holyfield. And he goes by that nickname because he was the world champion heavyweight boxer of the world in the prime of heavyweight boxing. And it was so interesting, it was so fun for me. A friend of mine actually worked under his music label, and so we actually had about 2 hours. We had the opportunity to go and just sit down, a small group of 3 or 4 of us, and hang out with Evander Holyfield and just listen to story after story that he would talk to us about. And to give you an idea, Evander Holyfield became one of the top 5 heavyweight fighters in the history of the world. He's the one that, you remember, Mike Tyson bit his ear off in the ring, and he fought all those epic bouts with Riddick Bowe. They went back and forth who won those championships. And Evander Holyfield is just one of the all-time great boxing legends, and an amazing human too, by the way. And I remember when he was telling the stories, I was like trying to remember them all, and we were writing down notes, you know, me and my 2 buddies that were there with me. And one of the stories he said when he first got into boxing, he was 11 years old. He went down to the Boys and Girls Club, and he just did a fight, and he came home and he lost, and he got whooped. He was a little guy. And his mom was like, well, you're not a quitter, go back and fight again. And he went back and he got beat again. His first 2 fights, got whooped up on, and went home, and he's like, Mom, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to get beat up anymore. And you picture little 11-year-old Evander Holyfield, you know, became one of the most ruthless fighters in the world. But this guy, he was trying to quit. And his mom said, this is a quote that I always remember from Evander, and she said, if you quit right now, you're going to be a quitter your whole life, because when you quit hard things, everything gets hard at some point. You're going to quit everything that matters in your life. Go back and go be a champion. And he told that story, and his mom was just like so adamant. He always talks about his mom. He always has so much love and appreciation for his mom, because she was the one that was a little bit that tough love on him and said, you know, I didn't raise no quitter. And it's so true. Like, if you quit on little things in your life, if you quit at the beginning of things that you're doing, it becomes a lot easier to develop the habit, unfortunately, of quitting on the bigger things in your life. Because everything that you do in life is going to have rough moments. You wouldn't appreciate it if it didn't. So when those tough moments come, know that that's part of the process. Know and appreciate that that's part of why you're going to love this so much later down the line. And, you know, if it was easier, more people would be doing it. And you know, if everybody's doing something the same, then nobody's going to be great at it. So if you want to be great at something, you got to fight through that adversity. You got to fight through when you lose your first 2 matches or you're getting beat up on a little bit, and know that the reward comes at the end.